Hi guys, and welcome to your March 2021. This is going to be the you versus them reading for the beautiful sign of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you are new here with me, hello, hello. If you are returning, welcome back. And if you're subscribed to the tribe, and what's good, fam bams, hello to my members. This is the you versus them reading, guys. This is the reading that you voted about. I have not done a you versus them since last October. You will start to see it in the normal lineup, okay? It will come to you in bi-weekly increments. So this is going to be from the 1st through the 15th. The recording schedule will be jammed in between the week 1, what aren't they telling you, and the week 2, what aren't they telling you. So it's going to be basically sandwiched, Oreoed in between those two videos. It's not expected to resonate with everybody, just like it's not the what aren't they telling you is not expected to resonate. So if you have been a loyal watcher of the channel because of the what aren't they telling you series, thank you so much. But you know, we have to switch it up. We have to have other energy. Sometimes, you know, there are times where you guys are just not agreeing with each other. I did have a subscriber say that it seems like it's couples therapy. Don't give me any ideas. I might rename it to you versus them couples therapy. Not everything is going to be, you know, geared to a couple. Just like in the what aren't they telling you, not everything is geared toward people that are actually together. So I don't necessarily need comments saying what didn't resonate. Come on now. You know by now, if you watch tarot readings, that everything is not going to resonate. But this has always been something that I've done. It's just here to stay now. So with that being said, thank you so much for being here. Virgo, just to let you know, meditating on your specific energy between what may be going on between you and the partner or what you guys may be at odds about, I actually got the card of flexible. So the situation right now is obviously the opposite of being flexible would be inflexible. So the card of 19, okay, we already know that 1 and 9 is 10. And when we reduce that down to the 1, you guys are entering into possibly a new territory or a new chapter in your relationship where there's going to be more flexibility, which is always a good thing. So I put my crystals up here now, so now my cards can't stay. So I meditate off camera upon the issue or whatever may be plaguing you or whatever, you know, road bumps you hit or whatever, obstacles. And then it will be given from the perspective of the divine masculine and feminine energy. And just to let you know, Virgo, you are a feminine energy. So obviously, because you are a feminine energy, it's going to be, we're going to start with the feminine side and we're going to tell you how you're feeling about this situation and go from there. But first, I am going to read a little blurb about flexible. So this is teachability, open-mindedness, being adaptable without compromising what's most important. This is a very hard thing to achieve in a relationship. So congratulations on you guys trying to do that. In every relationship, it's important to be open to new experiences and learning new things, letting go of the rigidity. God, I can't talk. Is what's required right now. So you need to let go of your rigid edges and be open. And this I know is very hard. You may be a little bit more open to it, depending on, but you still are a earth sign. So you don't always have to be right all the time, do you? It's okay to come to a happy compromise and you can still get your needs met. It's a beautiful day when you meet halfway. The appearance of this card in the reading could also signal that you've met someone new who may not be your type, but who will turn out to be so special that you can easily release your old ideas about what sort of partner is right for you. Be flexible. You'll be happy you made that choice. Honestly, Virgo, you guys don't necessarily have a problem with going after what normally isn't your type. I know that for a fact. So from where you're standing, you shouldn't have an issue with that. Maybe it is the other party that needs to be flexible, because from the Virgo energy that I know, you guys are very open for giving people a chance. So that's like I said, this oracle deck is going to give us different type of scenarios. Maybe you have to let go. Maybe, there's a fork in the road. So these issues come up. Doesn't necessarily mean that you're together. That's why I like this reading. Let's find out how Divine Feminines is feeling about this situation. And we have Four of Cups. We have, Four of Wands. That's interesting. And we also have, Nine of Cups. All right, so it looks like the Divine Feminines are in a state where they're happy. This particular Four of Cups energy, 3 cups are standing up and divine out of the sky, is showing the divine masculine a cup. That to me, before I show you the top of this deck energy, that to me symbolizes rather than you turning your back, because see, the imagery in these cards is very important. Typically, it will mean bored. It will mean that, there's a discontentment. This is exactly what could have caused the inflexibility in the past. But now you're walking into a new version of what being flexible with each other may mean. So it looks like to me that Divine Feminines, where is my wand? Of course, I never can find it. Jesus, here's one. This is not the one I wanted. It looks like the Divine Feminines are now paying attention. A lot of the imagery in this card, they're turning away. Now they're paying attention. So I'm going to intuitively read this as them being open. And it could indicate that in the past, maybe you have been the one, Virgo, as the Divine Feminine energy here, but you don't have to resonate with it that way. Maybe you have been the one that has been inflexible in the past. And at the top of the deck, we do have the Empress. So this is the beginning of something new. There could also be a pregnancy here. I just want to say that you guys could now be moving into a marriage or taking the relationship to the next level. So that is always a good thing. And it's also saying right here that the Divine Feminines, there's some aspects of this, that this is a wish that you've always had. Maybe to have someone in your life that has loved you like this, or to be with, there are certain parts of this that does provide you with a great deal of wish fulfillment. Let's find out what masculines have to say here. If you're interested in the decks that I'm using, they are below. But yes, if you've been rocking with me for a while, I always use the Gilded. I'll change out the Divine Feminine deck because I feel like this Gilded Tarot Original is definitely a very masculine deck to me. And I like to read with it. I like to read masculine energy with this card, this deck. So what is the Divine Oh, okay. They all came out. All right. Ace of Pentacles. Oh, you guys are, the Tower. Okay. Okay. Seven of Cups. 4 came out. Death, top of the deck. So the Divine Masculine is, you guys are actually kind of on the same page a little. They're wanting to go into a brand new beginning, matching your energy of the Four of Wands. They're looking at things from a brand new abundant beginning. So that also has a lot to do with commitment. They're going to be coming in here and saying, you know what, let's just start over. After there was a complete breakdown. So they're still reeling in the energy of the Tower. The good thing is that I'm happy that, we do have very transformative energy here. We do have very strong evidence that a commitment is on the table. But you guys, according to, and they're still feeling it. So you kind of move past it. That explains the reason why you're in the Four of Cups. You're actually looking and paying attention to the energy that Divine is sending you right now about this particular situation. And the Divine Masculines is still in the thick of the Tower, still picking up the pieces. You guys have already come out of the worst of it. You're slowly moving on from that Tower and embracing the new things. They're still kind of in the energy of the Tower, although they are definitely committed to changing, the trajectory of this relationship for the good. This Seven of Cups in this energy is speaking to me in a way where I feel like they took the tower the hardest. I feel like, some ego may be here. I feel like they feel like, well, I still have to keep my options open. And they still very much so had to feel like this was a choice to do this. They have explored other options, and they have the right to do that. I'm not talking about other options romantically, but sure, one of these options that they talked about was, do I stay or do I go? They realized that there is some that everything in this particular Seven of Cups was not viable. They realized that because they do have the tower, and that could have been their thinking that caused their own that caused their own undoing. And at the top of the deck for them, we have death. So it seems like from the energy that I'm reading here, that the divine masculine energy is definitely taking this hard. But they're willing to compromise. They're willing to change. Kind of feels like the majority of the issues is being perceived in these two energies as it is leaning toward the divine masculine. But nonetheless, they are definitely coming from a standpoint of wanting to change. Transformation is here, and deep transformation like this is not always easy. So if they're the ones that have had to go through some changes, Virgo, divine feminines, if they're the ones that had to go through these changes, then it's natural for them to be feeling a little off kilter, because they're the ones who obviously have had to change who they are to make this relationship work. Let's go into some things that could have happened. All right, so yes, divine masculines, feminines are saying that that's been a very popular card, that you were too busy having fun. Maybe you needed to grow up. You wanted to go out and you wanted to party and you didn't get serious enough. That's been coming out in the earth signs. It came out for Taurus, I believe. I don't know what's going to come out for Capricorn because it's going to be uploaded this morning. But yeah, that seems to be coming out. So you're the second earth sign that it's come out for. What else? Okay, we have the document. This actually came out. Who the hell did that come out for? I believe that came out for Gemini. So I don't know whether you're connecting with a Gemini. We do have, we have earth, we have water, we have fire. And then on this side, we have water, Uranus energy, Mars energy, and earth. Okay, so you guys can definitely be connecting with Gemini. This was an ultimatum. This was a situation, masculines, where feminine did come to you and have to threaten you with breaking up, a text message, some type of divorce papers. That has been a popular card too. Oh, wow. No. Wow. Show me, Spirit. I'm calling out. Okay. That's been so popular. Oh my God. It's like the same. Let me shuffle. Yeah, it's been crazy that the same cards have come out. What do we got? Ah, yes. So the divine feminines are coming up and saying that they were the one that was proactive to get this relationship out of a rut. That they invited you to do this, to take the steps. It looks like in the email, text message, some type of divorce papers, possibly for some of you guys. They were the ones that had to step up and make it happen to get you guys out of this relationship rut. And they were the ones that are taking the necessary steps to be proactive to save the relationship. It could be the reason why Spirit is giving them this particular cup to look at differently. And they realize that just because you were the one that possibly needed to change here, that they are open to being flexible too. Okay? Because they do want the birth of something new, but they were the one that initiated this flexibility. All right. So, yes. You feel like they should just be a little bit more adaptable and let things slide. That's interesting because Virgo is mutable earth. Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, wow. Kicking it. This is about control. They feel like you're driven and you're talented, Virgo, divine feminines, and you want to be in control, but you get so caught up in accomplishing your goals that you kind of lose sight of the fact that you can be controlling. That's what they're saying. And this is why you guys have this energy of flexibility here. I'm happy that you guys are on the same. Yes. And there's a communicative problem here. They feel like you leave a lot of things unsaid. They were really, really shocked at that tower. That tower was the ultimatum. And that's why they're still really, that makes sense now because they're still, although they're willing to move forward, feminines, masculine energy is coming through and still a little definitely shocked at your ultimatum. Like, this has to change. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens at the end of the month because they feel like you never came to speak to them. Showing I love or I like you without saying it. There is a certain level of a lack of communication here, though. They feel like, and you know what? This happens with earth sign women, too. I've seen this a lot in the feedback that I get. They feel like, it's cool that you're definitely in a situation of moving forward. And they love the fact that you are very that you control things to a standpoint, Virgo, or divine feminines, of making things better and keeping things in order. But they still feel like there's a very rigid way in which you can show your love, and they would like for you to say certain things rather than just showing it. All right, let's go ahead and see what the bottom of the deck is, which is the energy that you're moving away from, which is not bad. And this is the reason why, feminines, you serve them with that paper or you sent an ultimatum breakup by text, email, or whatever, because whatever happened, and it's here because obviously the masculines had to change something, but whatever it was left you heartbroken. And you are being more open and being flexible to change things because now you're in the Empress energy at the top of the deck. So you've moved away from the heartbreak. But in order for you to move away from that heartbreak, you guys have had to be on the same page and actually be flexible with one another. So at least you are birthing something new. If you're pregnant, congratulations. But some things had to change. Maybe the ultimatum was, listen, I'm pregnant now. We're going to be having a baby. You need to change your ways. And let's see what the masculines were. The masculines were in the energy of the magician and moving away from this. So this makes sense. You were perceived. That's a beautiful energy. But you were perceived, divine masculines, as being manipulative. Because why else would you have to change if the energy of that magician was high vibrational? There would be no reason why you would be the one that had to change. So it looks like you guys are going to be moving into more flexible waters. The divine feminine now is ready to take the relationship to a next level. But there had to be some changes that had to be made. And the divine masculine is the one that is being perceived here as the problem and is more than willing to make that change, but still reeling a little from the way that it went down. Like, share, and subscribe to the Marvelous Tribe. Certainly hope that resonated. I'm going to send those praying hands and my congratulations if you are pregnant in this particular relationship. And I will see you next month at the end of this month when we do it again. Bye, guys.